Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video I'm going to be going over some recent pickups of mine. Initially, because I had things coming in yesterday and today. Initially, I filmed the video yesterday. I was just, I guess, a little too excited to film stuff, but I figured that now, since I have everything unboxed and everything is kind of here, well, except for one thing, I might as well just do a review together and scrap that video. But without further ado, let's get into what I've recently put into my wrestling collection. Number one here, it's just right in front of me. I did get the ringside exclusive Jeff Jarrett figure. This thing is awesome, and keep in mind, guys, I will have reviews of pretty much all the stuff that you see here in front of you if it's not covered in this video. But yeah, we do have Jeff Jarrett here. This figure is insane. It is available now on Ringside Collectibles, and my review should also be available on the channel now. Speaking of that, in kind of tandem with Jeff Jarrett, I also got Sammy Guevara here. He was $17.99 on Ringside. I don't know if I said it already, but Jeff Jarrett was $37. It's like $40 with the shipping. Just giving you the price estimates there. But Sammy recently won the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles with Dustin Rhodes, and I really wanted to upgrade the one that I have. And the one that I had previously was the Inner Circle version, where he was kind of in the prison garb. And I was like, you know what? I want a decent one of him in his ring gear. And this is the closest thing to like an Ultimate or Supreme version of him, because it has a lot of accessories that I could get. And again, this review will be on the channel too, alongside this video. But this figure is actually really cool, very underrated, at least in the ring gear. I'm not really a fan of the head sculpts, but you guys can go watch that. Aside from that, I did get two other things in the mail. I got this cameraman, the words are escaping me now, from WrestlingSuperstore.com or FiguresToyCompany.com. They are now offering these kind of Ultimate Edition like event staff and cameraman and refs and EMTs, as you can see back there. But these are really cool. I already reviewed the security guard here on the channel. I actually have him right over here. So there's one of the security guards. And my next purchase, hopefully, is going to be another cameraman, maybe another security guard, but most definitely the package of interchangeable heads that these guys come with. I'm very much in search of that, because then you can just get a whole legion of these guys and swap their heads around and make them look all different. That would be sweet. But yeah, we did get the cameraman. I threw a little AEW shirt on him that was not included. Sorry about that. But speaking of Sammy Guevara, I actually managed to salvage these pyrotechnic kind of like plastic cutouts from his packaging, and I'm thinking about, if I can turn my camera here strategically, I'm thinking about applying them like right here or something like that. Let me kind of give you guys an example where I can kind of hook it up there and it'll look like there's pyrotechnics coming out of either side of the stage. I think that'll be a really cool effect that I can kind of add to my arena here. But I did get those once again from the Sammy Guevara. It was the TNT champion. If you work here, so if you look up, AEW Jazzwares, ringside exclusive, Sammy Guevara TNT champion, you should find that figure was when he became TNT champion, though. Yeah, so that's it from what I got online, except for this Ultimate EMT here, which I mentioned, but I didn't really show off. And I do have in my backstage, I have like a little medical area where guys are kind of, they have like crutches and stuff like that. And I wanted to have an EMT to kind of be tending to them and just add a little bit more depth in the back there. So that's really cool. Again, these are really, really cool. These are really cool figures. And on top of that, they're only like $20 on Amazon. So you can go get one of these for like $20 prime shipping, or you can head right over to FiguresToyCompany.com and get one of them yourself. But yeah, so there's that. And then today, I brought a bunch of stuff to Toying Around in Johnstown, New York. I mention them all the time on the channel, and a lot of my videos are me just going there and getting hauls and all that. But I managed to get some really sweet things. So first up here, I managed to get another loose Ultimate Edition Rob Van Dam. And I had actually seen this the last time that I went in there, and I was like, oh man, and I walked out and I was like, oh, I should have grabbed that. I totally forgot. And it's been... maybe like 3-4 weeks since I was last there, and it was still there. So I picked this thing up. I love Rob Van Dam, you guys know. I think, yeah, if I just turn the camera up just a little bit, you can see you got Rob Van Dam right there, right in the center of it all. He's such a great guy. I've met him on multiple occasions now, and I love this action figure specifically. I actually have him in my backstage area. He is the only WWE Elite that I let mingle with all the AEW guys that I have here. So I don't know, he's the VIP, I guess, but I love Rob Van Dam. I love that figure and was able to get it loose for a reasonable price. And then over here, because he did just die recently, or I guess I should say passed away, is a nicer way of putting it. But this is going to be Sid Udy, or better known as Sid Justice, Sycho Sid. But this guy, he was a wrestler that when I first kind of wasn't even really into wrestling, but when I was first kind of looking into what wrestling was, he was a guy that popped up that kind of caught my eye. So he's always been a favorite of mine, and I never had a chance to grab a figure of his, and I was very thankful to grab this one. It was pretty sweet. Got it for what, 27? But yeah, this was really cool. I really just wanted this. It's in really good condition. You can see here on the face, he looks pretty crazy, but there's no damage at all really on this figure at all. So that was one of the reasons I picked it up. Really cool though. But this and Rob Van Dam, like I said earlier, are going to be some of the things that I'm not going to review. These things all do have reviews though. Already covered him. And finally here, we do have this weight set, these dumbbells. They are rubber banded together. The guy toying around was fortunate enough to do that for me. But I'm probably going to throw him in my backstage area. Sorry, I was just looking at where I'm going to put it. But these are really cool. I think that having the weights around are a good thing to have because it just, obviously these guys are using weights all the time. So I want to have something that they're going to frequently use in my backstage area so that it looks more realistic, I guess. But I don't know. I'm yapping on here. The final two things. I know it's been, 6 minutes now, folks. So I know I'm biting your time here. The last thing, you've seen it the whole time. We do have a Matt Cardona autograph. So Matt Cardona and also Hornswoggle. A nice two-piece from Toying Around, and I'm just very appreciative to have these. These are so cool. Obviously, having a Matt Cardona autograph especially. Hornswoggle, too, though. Hornswoggle is a legend. You gotta admit, this guy has been pretty much everywhere, if you know what I mean. Not in a bad sense, but Matt Cardona is one of the few notable WWE wrestlers, I should say, aside from maybe like Ethan Page, who actually collects wrestling figures. Obviously, the inventor alongside Brian Myers of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. But yeah, that's going to be it, folks. Quite the haul over the past 2 days, and I apologize for belaboring the narration here, but hopefully I kept you guys entertained for at least most of it. But I'm very pleased with what I've picked up, and I'm very excited to pick up more of these in the future. It's, you know what? I did get one more thing I totally forgot. Right here, I grabbed this leather jacket off of Amazon. If you guys are interested, leave a comment. I'll point it out to you. But only 10 people watch my videos anyways. But yeah. Oh, and the title's gone. But that was a custom title that I made, by the way. But this really cool $10 leather jacket off of Amazon that works perfectly with not only people like Jack Perry, but also bigger people like Drew McIntyre and Adam Page. It's really sweet. So I'll just leave it there, folks. I've been blabbing on for too long. But as always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.